Well, we're here for the big game and now. Ratu Felice taking on the Brumbies and already stepping up the middle. Here they come. They're signalling their intent, Peter.
They're throwing it around. Here's a chance in the corner. They're going for it. But the ACT side are there to knock them into the ground. This will be a little bit of razzle and dazzle. We know that. We're expecting that. And we're seeing that right now. They've come from the west to go to the east in three movements. Here's a try. Here's the first 5-pointer. Oh, we've only had to wait a minute, Gareth, and we've already seen them leading by 5 points to nil.
Yeah, Carver K out there. We've less than under a minute. We've seen it a couple of times already today. But this Ratu Felice side, I think these guys, the Fiji Police side, of course the Australian side, who came good yesterday afternoon, are the favourites. And this is an example why.
Well, how quickly did they spin it the length of the park? Look at that Gale. Not an easy equation with the football in hand. Connects it with the right boot, and it's sprayed to the left-hand side of the post. So no change. Still 5 points to nil on our destination New South Wales scoreboard as we have a look at another try on the replay.
Oh, look at that. That's great work done by Ratu Felice, and indeed our Bar TV camera guys capturing all the action here. As now Ratu Felice with a big kickoff. The Beach House guys. Of course, if you do want to get over to Fiji, go see the Beach House. Proudly sponsoring this Ratu Felice side, making it important for these guys to get around and tour. So do them a favour and check out the accommodation.
Here
the Brumbies get away with it.
They're over the halfway line, the Brumbies. The Brumbies are still going. They're about to go inside the 22. Back it comes down to the big number 8, and he's going to go 85 metres in that move for the first try for the Brumbies.
Well, it was Seth going, and he was going, gone as soon as he got that ball, wasn't he, Peter? He lined up, came around the outside, and he showed a lot of pace for a big man.
He sure did. We'll roll it from inside the 22. There's the support.
Well, Katz did well, didn't he, to get away from his man a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then the big man going. Well, as we said before, he's going places, and he was going over the try line, Peter, for a pretty good try. It's a good kick coming around, but no, waved away.
So there's the try scorer on screen. Picked up his first for the day. So we're back underway here for the Brumbies to get us back underway. We're locked up at 5-all. Well, that breeze nearly went taking the ball backwards, Gareth.
Yeah, certainly. And so the quick tap taken. Ratu Felice now. They didn't need this. The Brumbies side, the chip and chase. And here comes the pace, but it's going to go out on the full there.
Well, they chanced their luck. You know, with this type of rugby, a lot of the teams chance their luck by kicking or throwing, as demonstrated here on your screen. What a nice shot. Ball and all tackle. But it comes out the whack. And Pretorius has gone back to clean it up here. So they're throwing it around. Hot potato style. They're about to... I thought for a moment they were going to put the boot onto the toe there from Coyle. But he elected to go into the ground and whistle.
Penalty there. Just couldn't get the ball out. Attacking opportunity now for the Brumbies as they go wide.
Outside their 22, they're looking for their edge support. Here's the try scorer. Steps, weaves, shows his pace, shows his speed, shows his fen, shows his palm. Put him down for the Japanese Olympics for 22. Oh, how good was that?
Wow, the step, the weave, the elusiveness shown by such a big man. And what about the pace? He did a Fiji on the Fijian side.
Incredible effort to pick up 2 tries in the space of nearly 2 minutes with a big number 8. And now we see the kick from right in front. We'll have a look at the replay from front on. Just have a look at that step, that swerve, the in and away. There was no fullback at home. They were too worried about being up in the line trying to knock him down.
Well, they had the sweeper there, but he made him look pedestrian, didn't he?
Sure did.
They add to the score there. It's 5-12. The score now, the Brumbies in control. They kick deep as well, tactically, and they get it down to the 5.
They sure do. How good was that? That's the first time we've seen something like that in Central K7s today, and it was nice to watch. Look at that touch judge's flag. That's how breezy it is here on the Central Coast today. But it's not a breeze out in the pitch. There's only 7 points the margin. The Brumbies up by 7. He's after his hat-trick, and he's got it!
Wow.
Is that the first hat-trick in the Sevens tournament for 2016?
It certainly is, Peter, and it's done by the Brumbies. That man on screen going. Well, he is going places, isn't he? Wow, get him, sign him up to the Australian side. Get him in the program, because that is a very good try and a very good individual display in this quarter-final, sorry.
So here's Mitch, Win behind him. Will he swirl it back off the right-hand side? It's going to skewer to the left, so no change. But the Brumbies in control going into half-time at 17 points to 5.
Yeah, Mitch Duche missed that one, but 17-5, and we did not predict this at the start of the game. The Ratu Felice side came out with all intents. Very fast-paced game it was, and they're going to have to play catch-up rugby now. And it's not something that they're used to doing as the Brumbies attack again. Popping the ball over the top. Now they go wide. They're going backwards to go forwards here. As they come up to the 40 line, they'll consolidate the ball and just get set. That man going is on the left-hand side. He's switching now to the right, trying to get himself a mismatch. But I tell you what, there's a mismatch there as now the Ratu Felice side strike back.
10-eye under the post. They were able to capitalise off a Brumbies error. You can't afford to do that to their opposition. They'll pay, they'll cost you, and that's exactly what they're able to do. We've got a ball game now, 17-10, kick to come.
Yeah, the Brumbies will be very disappointing with that coming into half-time. They certainly came out unexpectedly. They were up by 2 tries. Now it's only 1. And
Tarnasting this terrific event on the coast. Players come from right around the world. Not just a player spectacle, but for the tourists as well to come here and watch scintillating rugby sevens like this. It doesn't come much better than that. Here's another try. We're locked up with a kick to come.
Well, they started off exactly how they started the first half. Now they've locked it up. And probably will go ahead here with the kick to come. And that is a real devastating blow for this Brumbies side, who looks so good, Peter. They look so dominant in those middle stages of that first half. And then Ratu Felice streaking away for another well-worked try off a kickoff within 15 seconds.
Well, they made that look simple from right in front. And let's have a look at this replay again. A try within the first 50 seconds of the first half, just striding away. Nobody was in pursuit. Johnson was the only one trying to get him. But Johnson just couldn't match the skill of that man on screen now, who's about to get us back underway here. So they've gone to the front over the ACT Brumbies. This game in the balance here. Our second match on finals day 2016. As we see now, the Brumbies trying to get back into the opposition's half at every opportunity that they can. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, look at the footwork.
Beautiful footwork. They're in and away. Inside the 22. They'll go all the way, the Brumbies. And this time they've gone back in front. It's a game of tit for tat.
Well, what about the footwork and the acceleration shown there on that far side? Stepping, making them look like they're running backwards, this Ratu Felice side. But we'll look at the replay here. Look, the left foot step, straightening the angle, and as you said before, shut the gates, Peter.
Pull the curtain.
Make the bed and get your toast, because that is breakfast right there.
Let's see if he can have dessert with the kick. It's hanging up there, Gareth, from the touchline. Just waved away. But they'd be happy with the main meal there with the 5-pointer.
Oh, won't they? What? They got the works breakfast right there. Now they're in front. 22.
So 22-19 here.
I think it's actually a 17-19 to the Brumbies. Our scoreboard working overtime because they were on 12 points. They got the 5, so yeah, 19-17. Brumbies still behind. Or they? No, 19-22. It is 19-22. The scoreboard tricking us. Our producers are correct. And now Ratu Felice, they're correct and they're attacking, Peter.
They are. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. And it comes back around for the razzle-dazzle showman. But the referee is just going to come back and award a penalty here to the Beach House side. Is he, or is he giving it the other way? We're just looking
he's giving
around.
It to the
he's giving it to the
side.
Brumbies.
So that's a big let-off there. That looked dangerous. And this game, it's anyone's now. There's still 4 minutes remaining in the half, and it's end-to-end stuff, coast to coast, as they say on tour. And he's having a good game there, Cots on the wing, the number 11. And that's going to be a penalty. So diving over, can't do that. So Ratu Felice in a very good position now to attack the Brumbies. They have to lift in defence here, Peter.
Let's see who can come home the better. They're about 30 metres away. Try 40. They're just going backwards to possibly link up and put the foot again to the accelerator. They love to be the showman. That's exactly what they're trying to do, but unfortunately this time the ball's gone over that sideline.
Yeah, but they take the quick one there. There's a couple of subs coming on, but it won't matter as they go up the middle, and that's going to be a try, and Ratu Felice are back into it.
They're back into it. We said again for tit for tat. It's going to go right down to the whistle. This match in the balance still with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Sayavula just opened them up. Too much pace, too strong. And in the end, now they're 24-22 with a couple of minutes remaining. It's certainly not out of their reach, the Brumbies, but they need to hit back right away.
Well, the conversion went straight over the black dot again here. So 24 points to 22. 2 minutes remaining here inside the last 90 seconds of this clash. It's been an enjoyable one. Hope everybody has enjoyed this clash, what the players have been able to entertain us, not just around the world on the live web, but for the spectators who have paid their hard coin and notes to get in here today to watch finals rugby here in the Central Coast Sevens. A little bit of niggle out here unfolding too, Gareth.
Yeah, it's a tight game, and they're playing obviously for a lot of cash here at the Central Coast Sevens. Both sides wanting their hands on the trophy as well. Not just playing for points, prestige, but playing for their provinces as well.
Indeed. At the moment, they're playing for the Cup Division quarterfinals, a chance to progress through to this afternoon. Let's see if they can come up with another 5-pointer. They're running around, now running out of options. Inside the 22, taking into the ground there. 10 metres out, up by 4.
Well, you say running out of options, but options, they're always there in the game of sevens, Peter. And we see now the ball comes out, loose carry.
Always options, that's for sure. He was just trying to, I guess, psychologically bring the Brumbies to him and wind down the clock before he opted for that option, which was to offload. What have we got now? Only 20 seconds left on the clock here.
The Brumbies have to conjure something up. They have to go the length of the field, Peter. Can they do it? We've seen them snatch a victory so many times in the 15-a-side game. Can they do it here, Central Coast 7 style?
Well, they're capable of achieving it from anywhere on the park here, Gareth. But they've got one almighty task, and it's about to start here if they can chase with the kick. But they're going back to clean it up the opposition.